The three most important things that you can do to change your life starting today is the first thing is to face the facts. You have to get real. You have to be 100% honest with where you're at in your life right now. Number two is never give up, ever, no matter what. Just keep trying. Every day, do as best as you can. Keep doing, keep showing up.
This is crack. Rock cocaine. It isn't glamorous or cool or kid stuff.
You know, it got really bad. Like, the addiction just literally took my life. I mean, it took complete control over everything, and I, started becoming where I wouldn't show up to work. I stopped calling people. I stopped doing all kinds of things, and then I started to get into risky things where I was ripping off, drug dealers and stuff to get my dope, to get my drugs. I would do crazy things like I would hand them $1 basically, and they would hang on my car, and I would burn them with a lighter and bang them into a car because I needed my drugs. I did all kinds of lying and manipulating and sex. I remember one event that just was so insane, even for me, was in a lot of places they sell drugs in these risky little sex booth places. And there's only one way in, one way out, and I needed drugs bad. And so I went into there knowing I was gonna be beaten up, and I've been beaten up so many times it didn't even matter at this point. And so I went in there and I asked for 100, and I argued with the drug dealer. I was like, that's not enough, because I knew I was gonna be beaten down so bad. And and so she gave it to me, and I threw it in my mouth, and I ran out, and she yelled, and all of the Samoans just started pounding on me. I mean, I was just black and blue everywhere. And I got out of there and I ran across the street, and I went to the mall. The worst place you can go, with tons of people around and paranoid, and I hid out there for a while in the bathroom, I think, and that's where my life was heading. That's what I was doing. I remember I got a job, my dream job at the time, and it's a makeup artist at MAC Cosmetics, and it was such a killer job. And how that job ended was I called thinking it was Friday or Thursday, and it was Sunday. I was in a blackout, and I called for my hours, and the girl said, "Oh, you're not working here anymore." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Yeah, you haven't showed up for 3 days." And I was like, "What?" I thought they were messing with me. I just thought, what do you mean? So of course I created an elaborate story of why I was missing, and lied about it and stuff, and ended up in all of these rehabs, probably 10 rehabs, hospitals. That's what started to happen, was it escalated from rehab, then quick detox treatment stays, and then hospitals, where I was losing my mind, talking to myself. And then also the rehabs wouldn't take me anymore, so only the hospital would take me. And they would medicate me, and I would get out, and then I would overdose. I'd take my pills, all my pills. I remember when, I was thrown out of a detox because I argued and fought with somebody at the detox. And then, but I was released from a hospital like a month before, and I had all of these pills. And I didn't want to use, but I didn't want to live. And so I just remember taking all of my pills, and I ended up being found at a bus stop. A woman found me at a bus stop, and she called the ambulance. And I remember they were pumping my stomach, and the nurse was just like, "You're insane, you're gonna die." Because I just took all the pills. I just didn't want to live, and it was just like, the worst part about it was I couldn't die. It was like, I just couldn't die. There was nothing I couldn't even do that right, but I was dead. I was so dead inside. The three most important things that you can do to change your life starting today is the first thing is to face the facts. You have to get real. You have to be 100% honest with where you're at in your life right now. Number two is never give up, ever, no matter what. Just keep trying. Every day, do as best as you can. Keep doing, keep showing up.